Okay, so I'm at Let's Golf in Hawley tonight. I'm at base camp and this is a live lesson. This was, I'm going to show you a video of one of my lessons that I had with one of my clients, and it was a session that we did together. He's got a pretty decent strike on the golf ball, but didn't have a very good concept and understanding of how he delivered his club face relative to his club's path, or the direction. I always refer to that as a better reference as the direction he swung the shaft of the club. Okay, so a little exercise that I'm going to show you how you can learn to manage your club face correctly to help you deliver a functional and repeatable ball flight to take to the golf course. So I've got some alignment sticks here. You can use golf clubs and lay them down on the ground. I've got an iron, my ball, and a drill that you can do, an exercise you can do at your driving range to get your face, club face and path lined up correctly to deliver a repeatable ball flight. Okay, so we're going to lay the alignment sticks down. Firstly, we've got our target line. Then we're going to have a line to the left of target line and a line to the right. Okay, so I've created a gateway between target line and a left club path, and target line and a right club path. And so before we start, I'm going to show you the video that I did with my client from the lesson in the studio here, how we worked on the delivery of his club face so that he become self-aware and understood, even to a degree, he could guess where his club face was aligned relative to his club path because of the ball flight. So the next couple of shots, I'm going to read out your club face, and then after that, I want you to call your club face. So you're going to start to calibrate yourself. Okay? So we're going to hit one left now. So club face going closed. Get that ball going left. Yep. Excellent. 6 degrees closed, okay? Club face open on this one. Okay, pull the ground a little bit, so you're just leaning back over your back foot a fraction. 2 degrees open, okay? So now, I want you to call it. So I want you to go left, right, and you call the number from the ball flight. You tell me how close, or even feeling what it feels like, how close the club face was. Yeah? It's leaning back a bit, just got over your back foot there. You saw that one, didn't you? So you was just arching your back there and going over your back foot. Okay, how close was the club face? 2%? Yeah, good. 2 degrees closed. So the great thing about this particular exercise that you're doing, you're self-regulating now. You're beginning to understand from ball flight what you've just done. So then the next one you can improve. Puts me out of a job. Yeah? Because you're going to go out in a big ocean, which is going to last 4 hours this round of golf, and these shots start happening, and the last thing you want is to say, I don't know what's happening. I've lost the swing. Actually, you need to self-diagnose and regulate. Yeah? Let's go again. So, this one's going to be the open face, and you're going to pull it. How much? 2%. Okay. Perfect, 2.9. So, now we're 0. Get me a 0, give me a square face. Looking down the line you swing it.
Yep.
Perfect. 100%.
Yeah.
Good, pretty close.
Yeah.
And again, there's going to be tolerance here, right? There's going to be a couple of degrees that you can work within to hit it pretty straight. Because the green isn't this wide. You know, it's pretty wide. The fairway's pretty wide. You're going to talking 60, possibly 70 yards wide. Greens 30, 40 yards wide. Yeah, pretty wide areas. If you're aiming for the big bit, the middle, a little bit left with 1%, 1 degree, a little bit right with 1 degree, it's going to be hitting target. If you're pin seeking, left side of the green, and you get it close, you hooked it into the left button. So you need to be aware of that if you're starting to try and track flags in what would be difficult places. You go for the bullseye.
When it's in the middle of the green, so ideal to go for it. It's left or
play the percentages.
Yeah.
Work on that club facing, stay within that tolerance. And you'll shoot lower scores because you're just hitting more targets. Okay, so seen from the video then, the lesson with my client there. So we were working on his face to path relationship and how he would then maneuver the face, and he could then even guess from after the delivery of the club where the club face was pointing. All right, so the exercise that we did was to actually create the extreme positions to start with. So if I'm going to start with making sure that I get my face looking right down the path that I swing the club on, okay? So I'm going to hit this one, attempt to hit this one straight to the right. So I got the club face looking right down the same line I was swinging the shaft or the head of the club, okay? So that was a straight push to the right. So now I'm going to try and get the club face looking a long way to the left of that delivery. So I'm going to make sure I turn the right hand over and get that face really closed or a long way left of the line that I'm swinging it on. So I start to then see how that's going to lower the launch of the club, because a closed club face relative to the path is de-lofting the club face and it's creating that curve effect, okay? So it starts left and the path, because I'm swinging to the right, the shaft is swinging down the green line, is going to put the bend potential on the golf ball. So it starts to look like a big curve, okay? So now if I try and deliver the face somewhere in between those two, I can start to then calibrate my club face so that I start to hit draw. So if we repeat that exercise, club face looking right, down the line I swing the club on. So there's my push. Now I'm going to get the club face left of my swing. So now I'm going to get the club face between those two. So slightly left of my swing. My face somewhere between the gateway here, the right path and the target line. And I can start to get a feel and start to calibrate the pattern and delivery of path and face relative to the path. So a very simple exercise that you can do and discover yourself using the extremes. Seems counterintuitive that you're trying deliberately to hit it right and then trying to deliberately hit it left, okay? However, you're going to learn and discover your way to deliver the club. Now, you could be swinging it to the left, So what you want to do, if you're swinging it to the left, is learn to pull one straight left to start with. So that's the face looking down the line of that leftward path. And then same again, get the face looking a long way right of that path. So we start to hit big fade. And then get the face looking somewhere between the path and the target, so between these two gates. And then we can learn to start to control the curve a little bit better. So it's like calibrating your club path and the face relative to that path to get a ball flight that you can control and repeat on the golf course. Whether you've got a swing that's out and over and across, or whether a swing that's under and out, maneuver the grip, use your hands, your forearms to twist across the shaft or under twist against it to control that face, to start to then learn how to fade or draw the golf ball. So a little exercise that you can do at the driving range to learn and calibrate your face to path. Hope you enjoyed that tip. Enjoy your golf.